Who's got a single out for Christmas?
Christmas, Merry Christmas. Take my hand and come and dance with me. It's Christmas, Merry Christmas. We're gonna dance around the Christmas tree.
This is Rietta Austin, who is a voice you're going to recognise, even if you can't place her. She's one of the Strictly singers, and she's done this single along with Strictly legend Craig Revel Horwood, who's on the show. Morning, Craig.
Good morning.
Tell me why you've done a Christmas single, because this is the first time you've released a single, isn't it?
Well, it's the first time I've done any recording, to be honest. I'm not known as the, Barbara Streisand of the world, am I? So I love it. Rietta came to see me in Panto, and I was singing I Will Survive. And then she said, oh, I had no idea you could actually sing. And I said, well, I've been singing really all my life, in musicals, Cats, Miss Saigon, all the West End shows, Broadway. And I gave that work up really to direct and choreograph. But then I went back into performing when I did pantomime. As she saw that, she said, oh, let's do this single together, which is a duet. And I said, well, why stop at one? Let's get the whole album. And then we did that. We recorded that over the last 2 years. And then I said, well, come on, why don't we may as well go for broke on this, darling, and try and get a UK number one, for Christmas, because I know they're funny and they're hard to do. And so we put our heads together and we came up with this, based in the 50s, which is an era we both love. It's happy, it's a jive, a nice slow jive that people can dance to around the Christmas tree with no subliminal messaging, nothing like that. Just something to cheer everybody up for the last 2 years because,
well, we need it, don't we, after all that?
Yeah, I know. It's just been horrendous for everybody. So we just wanted everyone to forget about it, put the tune on and have a bit of a drink and have a party and enjoy themselves.
But no snogging under the mistletoe, at least not if we're taking the Cabinet's advice.
You could probably do it in a gas mask or something. There are ways around these things, darling.
Excellent. Now, I have to say, you are our favourite judge in the Peach household. We do the thing that everyone does. I've got a 15-year-old, a 13-year-old. They love Strictly. We sit on the sofa, we watch it, and then we do the scores before you do the scores, and we always guess yours. We can't always guess everyone else's. We always get yours right.
Yeah, because mine are honest, darling, and real.
Well, they're also very much in line with your comments, aren't they? You can tell what you're going to score by what you say, which is not always quite so true with the others.
Yeah, that is true. I try and always match my scores to, my opinion, obviously. But I think it's important to tell the truth. I think it's important to let the celebrities know what's wrong with it so they can come back each week and not fail. I want them to get tens. I'm willing it. But, it's not my fault if they can't dance, is it? Let's face it.
Now, from BBC Radio Berkshire, we sent you our own star, Debbie McGee. We sent you our star, Mike Bushell. We don't have any links to anyone in the series this time, so we don't have skin in the game. But who do you think is going to win this time, Craig?
Well, I think it's definitely got to be between AJ, I think Rose, and John and Joanne, only because they are outstanding for me. Obviously, there's recent Dan there as well. Dan is a housewife favourite, so you never know which way it's going to go. And I think this year it's going to be 100% down to the audience to decide. But, on your point of Debbie McGee, I'm doing Panto with her.
Yeah, in Southampton, yes.
Moment, which is fantastic. And I'm getting on with her like a house on fire. She is brilliant in the show. So congratulations on her, darling, delivering her to us. So thank you for that.
See, I think John and Johannes all the way. I think they are absolutely brilliant, and they have been since the start. And that might be, in a way, their problem, because a bit like Debbie, they were so good from the very beginning. It's hard for them to have the kind of, the journey, the curve, the improvement.
Yeah, I understand where you're going with that, but they could surprise us in the final, if they get to the final, that is. Like Dan has been surprising us. You really don't know what's going to happen. But I agree, you can be too good too soon,
Do you still love it as much as you always have? Because you're the only person now on Strictly who's not only been on since the start, but been in the same role since the start.
Yeah, that's true. I never get bored with it, and I'll tell you why. It's like doing a cast change every year, and I do that with my shows to keep them fresh. West End, you know, if I'm directing and choreographing, I like to always keep changing the dancers. I like to change the talent within the show because it gives it another opinion, another lease of life. And that's what happens every year on Strictly. And I think that's why I look forward to going into work, you know, and plus you have to remember it is my Saturday job and that's all I do on a Saturday. So I do have a real life outside Strictly, you know, which involves singing, dancing, acting, and musicals and all sorts of things. So, you know, I have a varied and wonderful career in that way. A lot of people don't know about, you know, like I love directing opera as well and get to do that occasionally. So, but I don't think that's mainstream enough for most people. So
we love you, Craig. We love having you on. We love seeing you on the telly. Good luck with the single. Thank you for being on the show this morning.
thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Craig Revel Horwood live on the Pete Show.